Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya at Sidegigcrafts, and I am going to be making some Christmas tags. Yeah, I know, Christmas, who's ready for that? Well, you know, it's not as far away as we think it is. And we're going to be collaging today using up some scraps in a vintage Christmas retro kind of way. And I went through a box. I found a couple of boxes in my closet about, I don't know, a while back, of old scrapbook papers and items that I used years and years and years ago, or that I had purchased when I was making scrapbooks for my kids with all of our photos and stuff. And these papers are in that, and I've got this huge box sitting in the middle of my craft room that I keep tripping over, and I thought today might be the day that I figure out what's in that box and do something with it. And a lot of it is scraps like these. They're bent, or they're torn, and they're just stuff that's not great for making cards, but they still need to be used. And I was thinking they would be cute to make some Christmas tags with, or at least some of it. So I've got a whole bunch. I found some that I could use as Christmas, and I could get away with it. We could turn it into a retro Christmas look. And so I'm going to make some collage master boards with them today, and then we're going to make some cards. Now I'm using big pieces because I don't want to sit here all day doing this. And these will cover much faster. And as long as I have some different elements on those cards that looked collaged, and that's exactly what I want. It doesn't have to be itty bitty pieces. You can use bigger pieces. And I'm using the page. This piece is actually the back piece of a paper pad. So I thought, let's use that too. I'm using the shiny side because I want to be able to write on the back side for journaling. So I've got these out, and I thought let's use some. I've got a page here that we may use, but yeah, why not use them, right? They'll be fun, and then it'll get them out of my stash. And then I want to take some of the bigger pieces, probably not on camera, but off camera. I'm going to cut them down to make some card fronts from, and then there's some solids in there that I'll put in another container that I'll use for die cutting and stuff like that too. So I'm gonna try to slim down this box of stuff today. That's what I'm doing. Not envelopes. I think we can use some of these papers. I know those aren't as retro, but I do have this book page that I made also. But we do need some Christmassy stuff in there. It doesn't have to be retro. I mean, I can turn it retro. We know how to do this, right? As long as it's not all super bright, we know what to do. We've learned tricks. All right, there we go. It was, oh my gosh, you guys. So I did video this morning, and then I fell asleep while I was uploading. I was kind of waiting for it, but I fell asleep, and it's noon now. I couldn't believe I did that. I did not mean to sleep away. I needed it, obviously. I didn't mean to sleep away most of my day, most of my morning. But like I said, I needed it, and I knew I did. That's why I took some days off. By the end of my vacation, I'll be excited to go back, because I'll be like, what am I doing? I won't have a regular sleep pattern anymore at the end of it. And I'll be glad to get back on track. All right, let's see, this tear ruler. There it is. Oh, here's a piece just like I wanted, but still tear that one though. And I just used a stamp on these, this book page last year, and made these pages. need to do it again with some other colors. It's fun. So, you know, I was talking in my video this morning about making coffee paper today, coffee dyed paper, and that didn't happen. Well, I still can. The day is not over. It's only noon. But the thunder woke me up. It was rolling hard. Woke me and Gretchen up. Oh, come on now. I think I'm going to light a candle in here today and just really enjoy it. I was going to clean the cat box, but I'm not taking that litter out in the rain. I'm not. That does not sound fun. I felt so bad. I ordered pizza last night, and by the time the guy got here, it was pouring so hard. I knew he was going to get drenched. I knew he was hating me for ordering pizza so that he'd have to deliver it and I didn't have to get out in the rain. So when he got out of his car, he was all shocked because I came all the way out to his car to get it. I just felt so bad for him. So I told him, I said, I'm sorry that to call you in the rain. So I figured I'd come get wet with you and, you know, wasn't trying to get you to have to do it. I think he appreciated it. It was a gesture. He still had to get wet. It was in the back seat of his car. He still had to get out and get in it. But he had his hoodie on and I didn't want the poor guy to feel like I was being a big meanie. We get those orders for curbside service because people don't want to come out into the rain to go into the store to get their own stuff. We're just like swearing the whole time. It's like, oh, you didn't want to go out, so now I have to. So not fair. So I didn't want to do that to him. He was a nice young man. Sound like a grandmother. He was a nice young man. All right, but he was very sweet. All right. There we go. Some of these are, what you're seeing me use obviously are Christmas papers, but I've got a whole bunch more. Oh, I need to just pull them out. I didn't. What did I? Oh, you know what? I left that stack in the other room. We'll just use these. They're in the other room. I forgot them. I'm going to do 2 pages of this, though. I'll only do one with you guys because it will take forever to do 2. And I love it when you guys watch all the way through my videos, so I'm not trying to bore you to death so you hang up and leave. Hopefully you're still here right now. So we'll do. You know, I don't know that I really want words on these. I guess I'll do it anyway. I mean, there's words other ways, so I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Just have them going every which way. And we'll do a few of those. We'll do a few. Love the flowers on this. I love this paper. I think this paper, yeah, this paper was from Hobby Lobby. This is a little heavier cardstock than scrapbook paper, but most of that paper in the box is older. I'm just hitting the Christmas stuff from Hobby Lobby. I kind of turned the whole box through, so looking for Christmas. Can you guys hear that rolling thunder? It's pretty darn loud. I don't know if my phone's going to pick it up or not, but it's pretty loud. And then there's a motorcycle. There's a motorcycle too. able to hear that motorcycle now. I don't know what's going on out there. Cardinals. I love cardinals. So we get cardinals in our yard. I didn't, I love them. I love them. They come eat the berries on my holly bush. Among other things. They're so pretty, though. Come on, glue. Giving me trouble today already. Let's put one there. This is that thicker cardstock from Joann's, too. Oops. One of these days, maybe I wonder if I have another glue stick. I don't think I do. I use them so quickly when I have them because I don't know how you get so much out of them, but they just smoosh. I'm not a big fan of glue sticks. I'm just not. Okay, that one doesn't work because let's put it here. Let's put it there. It's over one of the other pieces, but that's okay. That is all right. So I want to use some of this. I don't like the picture that's on this other side, but I don't want to waste either. So I'm going to use it on the good side, the doll side. Put this here. A lot of these are going to get cut through anyway, so that won't matter, but just kind of use some of these pieces. I want this one. And I want it this way. Can I use, yeah, I'll use that there. Patch that little, oh, I've got a spot there too. Let's patch that spot instead. See, these vintage pages do not go to waste. They do not. I love them. Just put this one. Just put that one there. We can actually move this all the way over here and cover all of that. Pretty cute. Let's use some more of this one. And oh, I've got a piece there too. Let's see. Let's get that piece. Oh, shoot. I know which paper I should have used. It's okay. I need to use this. That's the point, was using this up, right? It's okay. I need to make some more with this other paper I've got from a digital, and it's just beautiful. and I printed it out the other day. It would be perfect with this. But the point was to use this box of stuff. Let's do it. Let's get that done. We'll come back to the other stuff later. All right, I have this piece, and I'll use it. Just not sure where yet. Let's put a little bit of this in the middle, because we don't have it in the middle yet. Bigger pieces. Oh, and I still have this piece of this too. Put this way, put this way, this way. I want to keep those prices on there though. I don't want to cover those up because those are dolls for 39 cents. Crazy. 39 cents for dolls. That was probably expensive then too. I must admit, I have paid a lot more for dolls than that. I ordered, when Chloe was little, I ordered her one of those dolls that looked like her. I can't remember what they were called. She hated that doll. I felt so bad. And it was so expensive. Bought him the matching outfits. I thought it was going to be something she'd love, and she just did not. I mean, I think at the time she appreciated it, but she didn't love it like I'd hoped. So that was kind of a bummer. I think she told me later that the doll scared her. And that I felt bad about too. Oops, that won't fit there, but I can put this one there. This is turning out really pretty with these papers. Of course, these are the Christmas papers. We'll get the retro out. I'll do the retro one after this off camera and show you guys once that's done. So we're almost done with this one. It'll be in the same video. I'll show you. I show you. Oops. Can I get it to fit? I can, just barely. And then what goes next? What goes there? I didn't use that one at all. I didn't use that one. I can't wait to the end and then use a different color. I'm going to have to use, these papers can go away. I'm going to have to use a piece of vintage. I don't have another vintage page. I think I'm going to have to use that one. But that's fine too. This piece is actually really cool because it still had green on it. So I'm going to leave that green. So that's fine. To throw those out. I only need about, let's go to there. And that should cover that piece. Now, I'm not going to be inking on these at all. I don't think it needs it, for one. I kind of like the pieces as they are. I want to leave the papers and let them speak for themselves. I think when I make the tag, if it needs some stamping and stuff on it, I think I'll do it then. So this is the first masterboard for Christmas tags that we've got. I hope you guys like that one. I'm going to make one more off screen, or I'm not going to film it. And I'll be right back. We'll see you in a minute. All right, we're back, you guys. And I did not stop at 2. I made a third one. So I think I should have plenty of Christmas tags and journaling spots. So we're going to cut these up randomly. I like to flip them over, so I am not trying to cut them a certain way. Although I do want this at the top of some of them because I think that would be really cool. So this is being... Let's go to 3.5 inches. Sorry, I was rethinking some things. Now, if I did this in half, it would be 6. I don't know. I can always cut them down. I'm just going to do that, 3.5 by 6. Why not? Makes a good tag size. And I should have a belly band at the end. 3.5. by 6. Look at them all when we're done. 3.5 by 6, and a belly band. That's the strip that's left, or something. It'll be something. We'll do the same to this one. This will give me tags to work with all season long. This will be fantastic. Or to share. Do that too. 3.5 by 6. Because I can always, like I said, I can always cut them shorter if I need to. But you can't make them longer. Once they're made, they're made. 6 inches is a pretty good length, and that's half the paper. So I get 2 out of that strip. You can make them more narrow too if you wanted to. 3.5. You can make them any size you want. But this gives plenty of room to write on the back as well. All right, we got 3 belly bands out of it. The bands that we can use for something. All right. That's enough cutting for now. So these are the belly bands, or the strips that we got. That's not one. Where'd the third one go? These ones. There we go. Those are really pretty. And I'll run a sewing machine through there, make them all pretty. So those will get some sewing. These will get some sewing too. I'll probably sew them. I think sewing adds a nice touch for Christmas. Christmas tags. Of course, once you sew them, you can't cut them down, but I think I'm just going to live with them this size. So let's see what we've got. We've got this one. I had to use this page. Candies, 2 chocolate bars, peppermint sticks, lemon and strawberry. And then, yes, they're something pretty. I think these are great. Bonbons, peanuts. Oh, it said titty. Could put a bear on that one. That would be cute. Raspberry pops. I tried to use some fun, sweet words. Just goodies. This one looks like it's probably goodies. Maybe clusters. I don't know. That looks cute. Teddy. Happy holidays. There's a little bit of book page on almost every one. That's great. There's a little bit on this one. Ooh, I missed a spot. We'll have to add something to that one. Turn that one this way. Turn this one this way. Oh, I still got the 39 cents. Bouncy Clown, 39 cents. Awesome. Baby. Thomas Point setup. So we'll do that one that way. Baby shoes, and there's the dollies. Oh, good. I didn't cut it. I'm so happy. That makes me happy. Oh, yay. Fantastic. Okay, so let's find a little scrap that we can put on this one, because that's not okay. Even if I just put that there. What's on this side? A little bit more. Oh, but it's got that word bile. That's why I threw it up there. I didn't want to put the word bile on it. That's got an empty, but you know what? That's okay, because when I make it, when I actually turn it into a tag, if I don't like that blank spot, I can add a great stamp there. And it'll be a perfect spot to stamp on if I decide to do that later. I can always add to it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, oh shoot, I left it in the other room too. I was going to say, I have a card that I can just cut these into tags with. I'll tell you what, you guys, I'm going to cut these all into tags. I'm going to go ahead and distress them and sew them. I'm going to come back. I'll be right back. Okay, I've got this many sewed. I ran out of thread and thought, you know what, let's just work on these for now. I can do more sewing later. I want to put, I want to go ahead and distress these and put in the tabs. And for the tabs, I think that's the biggest question I ever ask on here. Where is my... All right. So for these, I'm going to be using these leather belt pieces this way, because I think they are a great addition, and this is a great way to use them. And we're going to be sticking those on there. Anyway, first, I wish I could find my little distress tool. Maybe by the end of the week I'll find my actual distress tool. I am going to do this. I was going to do it off camera and forgot before I started filming. So here we are. I guess I could start over, but why? We're crafting together, right? You guys probably have yours to do too. And we're just going to make a fun mess of these and move on. I don't need to make them too grungy or anything. Just a little beat up and used. Oh, and for the corners here, I did the card trick. So I had this gift card I was saving to cut the corners that I could use this. And so I used the biggest corner, made a biggest corner, so I can just flip it and use it for that. So it works really well. And I've had that gift card sitting there waiting to use for months, probably, downstairs by the front door where I unload my pockets every day. And I just kept forgetting to do it. So today I finally brought the stuff there that needed to come up to the craft room. I brought it up to the craft room, and it's here now. Okay. You know, it's funny when you work a lot, like I do, like I tend to, and I enjoy my work. So, you know, I work a lot. When you get home, you just don't feel like doing some of those tasks, you know. So that doesn't always get done. So you take 4 days off in a row and you say, hey, I'm getting some of those things done that I don't want to do the regular days. That's what's happening today. Well, first off was nap. The first day is always kind of a sleepy day for me. Usually I don't get a ton done. I have gotten a few things done. Sadly, it's afternoon and I have not fed the lizards yet, but they're getting used to it. Sadly, I need to get on a better routine with them. And they're looking at me all grumpy, like, what the heck, man? But I fed them late last night, so I know they're not hungry. I say late last night. It was in the evening. So they shouldn't be starving or anything. I actually got all my bugs. Okay, this is going to sound kind of creepy to some people. And honestly, I would have said the same thing until I realized how expensive this is going to be if I'm feeding these guys dubia roaches. So dubia roaches are one of the best nutritional sources for bearded dragons. It's got like 7 times the nutritional value as crickets do. And so you can imagine that that is a pretty good source of food. Well, if each dragon eats 10 of those a day, that's 60 bugs a day that I would have to purchase. And so that means, let's see, that would be probably, oh my gosh, if I buy 24 at work, I think it's like $7 or $8. So we're looking at like 20 bucks a day to feed them, right? No, actually more than that. More than that. So that would be so costly. So I was thinking, how hard is it to breed them myself? They'll keep making babies. I don't have to keep buying so many. Now you can use other sources of protein like worms and stuff like that, and you should, because they love those too. And I don't think I want to go through the moth process and all that stuff. So I'm going to breed my dubia roaches. Now they don't fly and they don't climb, so I can put them in a deep tub and they can't get out. I just have to cover it so nothing can get in, which is no problem. And then give them the right heat and the right food sources, and it's a pretty cool deal. So I actually have been spending some time researching this and spent the money to get a starter colony. And that's what I did yesterday. I set that up yesterday. And I put in some food thinking, oh, they won't be able to eat all that. Those roaches ate all of the greens that I put in there yesterday. It wasn't a ton, but I couldn't believe it. I went in there and they ate all that. And they ate the bug food that I gave them. So they're going to be eating. Now they can eat the table scraps. So like when I make the dragon salads, and then I always pull the cores out, like the big stalks of the leaves, I go through it and sort those out so that they don't choke. Because I think one of my dragons, I may have lost one of my dragons due to that. Sadly, didn't know what was going on. And the vet couldn't even figure it out. But I think that might be what happened. And so when I take those things out, I can give them to the bugs. And they'll eat them. So that's food that I would have been throwing away otherwise. So it doesn't take a bunch of stuff to have to feed them. So that's kind of cool. I can, I'll have a lot of the things that they'll need to eat in my kitchen already. Like oatmeal and crackers. And you make a chow out of it. You make a powder out of it. And yeah, not the vegetables. You just give them the vegetables. Just toss those in there. Or a banana. They love oranges are good for them. Isn't that crazy? Now I'm the bug lady too. I don't want to make so many bugs that, I have to start selling them or anything, but I would love to, at least have enough to feed my dragons every day at a minimal expense. I think that would be fun. So I started that yesterday. When I got home from work, I had to go pick up the bugs from the post office. They're like, did you order bugs? I'm like, yes, ma'am, I did. She's looking at me, shaking her head. It's pretty funny. Yes, I bought the bugs. I did. They've been sitting on your counter because of me. You're welcome. And I'll be ordering more. I ordered some worms from them too because they were so inexpensive. So I think I found a great source. So I think I was happy. All right, enough of that chatter. Enough of that. I pulled a bunch of brads because I don't know which colors I'm going to use. Any of these bright ones I can probably darken up with alcohol ink is what I'm thinking. So let's punch holes in each one. And I have more of these that I didn't sew yet, so if I feel like doing something different with those, I can. They don't all have to be made the same way. But these will just, if you find a pattern, or they say, what do they call it? Not a pattern, but if you find something that works, you can just keep doing it. I'm basically mass making today, so we're just doing them all the same-ish. Few differences, but that's what you want. And I'll load up my sewing machine with some more thread later and do the rest. Or maybe tomorrow. Gotta save something to do tomorrow. All right, so that part is done. I don't need that anymore. Let's put it away. Now these, I don't need that long of threads on there. So I'm gonna do just a touch of distress. Now, I won't do this to all of them for you, but in fact, I won't even do all the brads for you because we're gonna decorate. I think I'm just gonna do a few of them, and we'll do some stenciling because I want to put some stenciling on here too. Just a little, like the coffee cup one. I think that would be really cute on these. Should we do 4? Let's do 4. And then I'll put the rest up. All right, so we've got different stages of tags, so that's fine. We're going to do those later on. Let's at least do these though. So, and I didn't do anything with the belly bands yet. They were at the bottom of my stack, so I didn't sew them. But they'll be coming up in other projects, so make sure that you subscribe. Like over 70% of the people that watch my videos, guys, are not subscribed. Check and make sure you're subscribed. You know, you'll see the projects come up. It's not a big deal to you, I know, but it makes such a huge difference to us creators when you're subscribed to us. So, yeah, so please hit the button if you don't mind. And I think what I found best is that if I glue this front one, it kind of stays in place a little bit better. The back is going to be held by the legs of the brad, of course, but, oops. But I think I was gluing the front part right here. And these are just little leather bands that came from a belt kit. And I've got a whole lot of them. I was going to say something else, but that's a bad word. A whole blank ton of them. A boatload. I have some of these too. I thought this would be fun to maybe put a little charm on it. We'll do some of these too. This one I'm not as worried about gluing because that will hold it in place. And I do think little dabs of alcohol ink will kind of color those. Take some of that gloss off. That's not going to work, but I just thought I'd try it. Yeah, I don't know why. I knew it wouldn't work. Do some red, of course. Duh. Gotta do that. So I think when I'm done with this, it's going to be time to go feed the babies because I can hear them being antsy in the other room again. They've been so patient with me today. That one has a thread caught up on it. We will fix that. Okay, so there's that one. That paper, that's weird. It's got a little lip sticking up there, which may make it crumble off, so I'm gonna stick some glue underneath. Hopefully that will help. Do some white ones. And hi, Cash. There she is. Hi, baby girl. There she is. There, I like that one too. Those are nice. Okay, and then this one. Should we do a black one? I think that's pretty. And we'll use a red. Which way is the front? I guess it doesn't matter, whichever way I want it to go. I think this one's going to go to the back. It's got less texture. And I do like the texture. We'll put a red one on this one. This is kind of fun. I'm using up the leather pieces. I'm used up a bunch of scraps. I'm using some of these brads up, which is nice. Got so many. So I'm using up a lot of my stash in this project. So I'm going to put these aside. Just put these in here. So I don't want them to end up underfoot. I'm afraid I have already dropped a few. And my coffee So I, a few minutes ago, moved clear across the craft room. Chloe was in here yesterday searching for things, I'm afraid. Didn't realize it until I came in this morning. I'm like, wait a minute, why is that there? Yep, that's my girl. That's my girl. Let's see, I want vintage photo. I don't want it too dark. Vintage photo will be plenty dark. We're just gonna kind of put some, you know, coffee on here. Because, you know, coffee stains shout warmth in winter, right? Of course they do. So put a little bit of that there. Let's put a splash right there. There. Actually, I kind of want this splash right here too. Not that it shows too much, but there you go. There's a little bit of something, something. Let's do it again. Again, not too dark. We don't want to ruin it. We don't want to take away from the design. We just want to add to it. We just want to add a little interest. Doesn't need to be the focus, the focal point. Beautiful. Very simple. Simple step adds so much. Isn't it crazy that just that makes such a big difference? Sorry for the shaky. I feel like I need something right there. There we go. Beautiful. I love it. I want one more here. Okay, so there's that. Now, I think we're done with these for today, because the next step would be to put them in a journal, and they, you know, I may add some die cuts or something to it, or some stamping. Where's the fourth one? Oh, I missed one. Well, can't forget that one. Gotta add that extra something. I may have one more video for you guys today. I'm getting a package from my friend Tatiana in Arizona, and it's supposed to be here today. And it told me, the mail said it was out for delivery, so I'm just waiting for it to show up. I cannot wait to see what she's packed for me. She said it's a fun, interesting box. So you guys, if you make sure that you catch that video, because I cannot wait. I'm very, very excited. And she always puts notes in her packages to tell me what these things are and what she's sending me and why. And it's just so sweet. She is the sweetest friend. So I hope that you guys will check that out too. So these are my tags for today. I'm done for now. If there's any other, you know, focal point or anything to put on there, I usually do that at the time that I put them in the journal, or I'll do it at a later time. But I like to do the mask make, the base first, and this is where we're at. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that. I'll also add, you know, little ribbons or what have you to those too. So I hope you enjoy that. Thank you so much for joining me today and hanging out with me and crafting with me. And I hope you all have a blessed, wonderful Saturday. Happy weekend. Stay safe. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.